Blanket ready. Mic check. Let's talk. Today there's gist. Story day. So today, the man wearing red, I'll post a picture so you see. Today, the man wearing red got on the subway. He opened his folder and started reading. I saw the story online and really blessed me, so I thought to share. And started reading. A few stops later, a man got on and asked him, "What are you studying for?" He looked confused. "You look confused. Maybe I can help." He said, then the guy replied, "My son just failed a math test and I'm restudying fractions so I can teach him. I'm 42 years old and I don't remember any of this. So I'm reteaching myself." The guy in the black informed him that he used to be a math teacher and would help quiz him. Everything the man in red got wrong, it was broken down and corrected for him. By the end of the train ride, the man had a better understanding. He had a new method to come home with to teach his son. He had a new method to come home with to teach his son. It's the little things like this that I love seeing, because most people could care less about what the person next to them is going through. So, when I read this story, it honestly really, really blessed me in that, everybody's going through something. But you see that little time we take to check up on somebody else, it has not solved your problem, it has not diminished your problem, it has not increased your problem, but yet it has blessed somebody. You might remember the story where Joseph was in prison. He was imprisoned by Potiphar's wife when we all know the story. And I think there was a butler and some other guy were also brought into the prison. I think Pharaoh's butler. So I think it was in the next morning. Bear in mind, Joseph was also in prison. Meaning they were all going through, like the Agbado economy. They were all going through a lot. There's a lot that they are going through, which is prison. And still, there's something that, captivated, that, got my attention in that story. And still, Joseph could bring himself to notice that the butler and the other guy, I can't remember, I think it was the butler and the baker, that he could bring himself to notice that the butler and the baker, there was something wrong with them, that they looked sad. I remember reading that part and I saw where he wrote, like, "What is wrong with you?" Like, they had a sad countenance. And we know how when Joseph asked that's more like a "what's up," checking up on somebody nowadays. Like, "How are you doing?" And I'm not saying check up on somebody because you want to gain something. But you remember very well, when Joseph was checking up on this butler guy and his friend, he didn't know he would gain anything from it. He didn't know it was even a dream. He didn't know what it was. But was just being a kind guy in a bad place, because something was common. They were all in a bad place, and he asked what was wrong, and they said that they felt a type of way about their dream. They said the dream. Joseph interpreted the dream and asked them, "Don't forget me when you leave here." You know that those guys even didn't remember Joseph. So it wasn't even about what he stood to gain. And we know, if you know that story very well, you know how that having that conversation with the butler and the butler and the baker turned around Joseph's life moving forward. It was more like that was all one of the things Joseph needed for his dreams to come true. Just asking somebody, "How are you?" Just asking somebody, your countenance is down, are you okay? You don't know what it will lead to. It might not be like Joseph, and it might also be like Joseph. But please, guys, take time to just check up on somebody. If you're just passing and person looks gloomy, just ask, "How are you doing? I've not seen you on social media. I've not, just ask. Take time and ask. Cheers, guys. Have a nice weekend ahead. Bye.